everyone, Happy New Year! I hope this video finds you well. Today I wanted to talk about vision boards and starting this new year off right. So the start of the year is always one of my favorite times. There's just this new energy where you want to, get rid of bad habits, start good ones, be better, you're working towards things. Maybe a restart, maybe you need some new change in life, and that's why I wanted to talk about vision boards and the power that they hold. So what even is a vision board? Basically, a vision board is this visualization of your higher self. It's this person in your mind that you want to be, and it's translated into something physical, something you can see, feel, hold. Very powerful because you're working towards that. Whether you're happy, content with where you are, or you could also be pretty frustrated, like last year didn't go as planned. I feel like for me, there's always something I want to work towards. There's always a better way to go about things. Why not want to be the happiest, healthiest version of yourself in 2025? Making this vision board out of a love for yourself in a way that, I'm content, I'm grateful for the life I have, but I love myself enough to want to work towards a better me, if that makes sense. A lot of it is trust in your own self, having belief in yourself, trust in God, the universe, whatever you believe in, that there is this version of you waiting for you. They're just waiting for you to put the work in and do the right things to get to there. One of my favorite quotes is, "Discipline is the highest form of self-love," and I think that is exactly what we're going to be doing this new year. Be having enough discipline to do the things we need to do. Last year in 2024 was the first time I've ever made a vision board. I work as a nurse in the ICU, and a little over a year ago was when I started as a new grad, which is basically straight out of nursing school right into the unit. And as you can imagine, working in the ICU is not an easy thing to do, much more when you have zero experience working as like an autonomous nurse. So definitely it was a very difficult time for me. I was just thinking of survival. Like, I just want to get through these 12 weeks, which 12 weeks of preceptorship is you're following another nurse and then you're on your own. So in my head, I was just like, I want to get through this. I want to survive. I want to learn. It came around the new year. That's when I actually started on my own on the floors. And I was a nervous wreck. Like, I was anxious every day of driving to work. Like, it was actually crazy, and I think that's why it pushed me to want to make a vision board, because I was tired of living like, also with personal things happening in my life, it was just a bit too much, and I'm like, I know I can do better. I know there's a more calm, happier, healthier version of me, and I don't think like the stress of this job should take that away. I have a love-hate relationship with working in the ICU, honestly. More love though, because it has pushed me to be the person I am today. It was definitely really, really hard, and that's why I made a vision board because I knew there was this person I wanted to be like. In my room on my binder, I won't like go into too much detail because I kind of want to talk about how you guys can make a vision board, but this is just to give a little backstory of why I love vision boards so much. I'm gonna put this here because I want to be like her, but I know I'm not gonna get it, and then I ended up like achieving a lot of them because I started showing up like her, doing habits that I thought would be the better version of myself, and it just translated pretty well for me. Like, put this picture of like a Pilates girly, and I've never done Pilates in my like this kind of Pilates or anything in my life, so I've never done that before. And then on my first vacation as a nurse, because I was no longer precepting, I had my own schedule, I was able to go to Korea and experience doing that kind of Pilates for the first time, which felt like a dream. Oh wow, like I'm actually able to do things that I've wanted to do for a long time. Another thing is I put a lot of traveling pictures here. So this year I was able to go to states that I've never been to. Traveling with your friends is so fun, and I was able to do so much of that this year. I also put things like growth, balance, health, which is like all of my working out pictures. My health is honestly at its best right now. I feel that I've gotten a good consistency in the gym and I have a good relationship with food. It's much better this year than it was previous years. Just to sum it all up, my main things that I wanted out of 2024 was to 1, be a safe, competent nurse in the ICU, 2, become my healthiest version of myself. One of the things that I did put on my vision board though was to like be a YouTuber, and I did post like 2 videos last year, which is way better than, you know, not posting anything, but definitely that is like one thing that I want to keep working towards in this year. So yes. So the first step of making your vision board is 1, reflection. I reflect on the good, the bad, what went well, what went wrong. I think the positive part about that is that now you know what you don't want out of this year. Reflecting just started off with gratitude and I ended it with, okay, now what? What do I want to do in this next year? Might make me the better version or this higher self that I want to be. The next step is you want to identify what it is you're working for. Who is this person that you want to be, and basically what are they surrounded with? And that can be people, places, things, opportunities. I've included a little freebie in the bio section of the page that I basically kind of mind dumped all the things that I wanted to do this year. And so this is how it looks like. Basically split by 6 sections. So I had 1, professional goals, personal goals, health, financial, relationship and love, and passion/hobby. Preferably you want them to be as specific as possible because once they're more specific, it's easier to make action-based steps from there. Goal example, instead of just saying I want to have my dream body in 2025, I actually put I will have a toned stomach, arms, and booty by February 15 by going to the gym 2 times for weightlifting, 1 time Legree, and then 1 mat Pilates a week. So specific, I'm putting the specific areas of my body that I want to work on, and then measurable, measurable would probably just be like how I look in the mirror. Attainable, like is it genuinely possible to achieve the goal that I'm setting myself for? And I do think that I'm getting there to this like toned version of me, so it definitely is attainable. I'm not saying I want to drop like 30 pounds in like 2 weeks kind of thing. And then relevant, does this goal actually fit with the person that I'm trying to be? And yes, I think that the best version of myself is someone that looks good, feels good, and takes care of her body. With a time ending, you're able to like cut things with due dates and have it not just be like optional, like, oh, maybe I'll go to the gym today. No, if you're trying to meet the deadline, you're gonna make action steps that are timely. So once you're finished with step 2, which is really writing down and identifying what it is you want, now like the fun part, which is making the vision board. I've seen a lot of people doing like physical cutting and then gluing and printing, which I think could be fun as like a little date, but I like to be pretty efficient. I like to have like a digital product with that I can like use as my screensaver for my laptop and my phone, but also have like a physical copy. On Pinterest and I pick around like 20 to 30 pictures. I go section by section, so it's a little bit more organized than just googling what's aesthetic. So for example, for professional, I wanted to be the best nurse that I could be this year, so I found like aesthetic pictures of like, sorry my audio cut off on the video, but basically I go on Pinterest and I search up the photos based on each section. So here I picked I wanted to grow professionally as a nurse, so I'm picking a photo of the medication drips that I'm going to be handling in the ICU, and I copied and pasted from Pinterest to my overall board. The reason I use the vision board template where I go section by section is just that I have some structure in finding photos that will represent this vision of myself in 2025. As opposed to just like googling random aesthetic photos, at least you have structure so you can complete this board in a timely manner that doesn't feel too overwhelming. So basically go from professional goals, work your way to personal. Your next thing is you're gonna just rearrange all the photos so it looks cohesive and aesthetic. And Canva can be a little bit tricky, but I don't think it's too hard to learn. The main thing is you just want to layer it so that photos are stacking on each other and there's less empty space. So here I'm putting like a photo of something that represents that I want to do this year. And just keep repeating the steps until you're finished. So this is entirely your creative process. Make sure to choose photos that speak to you, light something up within you that basically reminds you what you are going to become this year, and have fun with it. It shouldn't be something stressful. Light a candle, play your favorite music, and just go through all of these visual representations of what's in your mind and really what inspires you to become the best version of yourself. So I hope I made the whole process of making your vision board easy so you can focus on being excited for this new year. I'm actually going to be taking out my old vision board from last year and switching it with my new one. So out with the old, in with the new. This is the one I just printed out from Staples. This is my new vision board. It's so pretty, and I hope you guys were able to make your own. Remember, when you start showing up for yourself, light starts showing up for you. Thank you, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and comment down below what your goals are for 2025.